Perfect, Wendy. Eyes into the light. Just a bit more, right to there. A little bit more sparkle. Perfect. One more, right to there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Little bright smile, little teeth. Good, good, good. Okay, let's talk about it just a moment. You can relax back. Freedom. Artistic, creative freedom. That's what we're getting. Simplicity. I'm the artist. I don't want to worry about a lot of things. I could light this with 4, 6, 8 lights. But can I do it with just one and a couple of reflectors? Certainly. Let's talk about it just a moment. We have the bike here, but why not go ahead and get a glamour close-up? We want to offer our client a lot of different poses. So we had the perfect close-up pose. We can come in here. We can do all sorts of poses here. But think of the large light source. Doesn't put little bitty specular highlights. Broad highlights on the bike. Makes it very, very pleasing. Now, once again, we can feather this light in and out. If we wish to, we can meter this. I can feather it back. We can go 1 stop less on the background, or I can bring it forward, drop off 4 stops. So I can go from virtually pitch black to mid-key just by feathering the light, never affecting their face. Another thing, Wendy, if I could step you up for just a moment. This is going to be really, really good. I've got to show them something here. Now, you're going to come right around here and lean on the bike just a moment. Come right around this way. Let's go ahead and strike in a pose, and we're going to check the, oh, great, great, great. All right, good. Now, we're going to come in here and we're going to meter. She's at 16.7. What do we got on the background? Right around here. Well, we missed that one. Here we go, right to there, 8.1. 2.6 stops down. Isn't that great? Now, Wendy, I want to, once again, I'm going to bring you right around to the front. We're 16.7. And you say, Joe, you're moving way too close to the light. Let's look at it just a moment. Are we really? Now, we can be plus or minus a half a stop. Let's look at it just a moment. Lean way over here. Lean way in. Good. Once again. Okay, I missed that one again. Right to there. 16.7. Now, Wendy, come out this way. Just straddle the bike from this side and lean way forward. All right? Come into there. Okay, turn the wheels a little bit more. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Perfect. Right into there. 22.0. Still only changing 3/10 of a stop. Now, Wendy, you can relax again. Think about all the freedom that we can have in this business. Wendy, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
So, Joe, we've seen a lot of the photographs taken in the studio. Can you give us a quick tour and show us how it all works?
I'd love to. And when you say, how does it all work? It works for Joe Craig. I want it fast and I want it efficient. The space is very small. I have a lot of lights. I have easy to work with cameras, have simple props. Everything works easy. In other words, our sets move very quickly. We have hard lights and soft lights. Can move props in. Talk about props. There's one right there, right with you. See, I can just lean you into there. It's part of the architecture of the building, but it's a quick prop. I can move the background over a bit. I've got a hair light that works for you there, works for the motorbike, works over even further. So it's just moving the key light in and out.
I notice in this smaller area of the studio, you've probably got more equipment than anywhere. Is that to make it a lot easier for you? Or?
It does make it easier because I take most of the poses right here. This is where I started out, and I have more lighting here because I have more backgrounds. I have 10 backgrounds in this area. I have spotlights. In fact, the one we have up here now is the same grid that we used earlier over on this set. Efficiency, moving around. Everything has to move quick. I want to concentrate on the client, not on the equipment, so I make it easy. Talking about easy, look at this. Large light source, very similar to the Octa, just happens to fit in the space a bit better, but if the child's on the floor here, or if the fashion model's up here, almost no movement at all. But if I need to do corrective portraiture, I have a movable softbox, then I have another smaller softbox for an accent, a gridded light for your hair, and gel lights to do color on color, and also I can take the gel out of this grid light, illuminate the classical backgrounds. So I just have the old-fashioned look, all by using the same lights, just a bit differently. Let's talk about high key for a moment. Let me pull this up. High key seems to be a mystery to some people because they don't know how to ratio it, they don't know how to put the light across the background smooth. Well, because we're going to do people standing and seated on the floor, we want light, a long light. So we built our own here. We took 2 flash units, put it on this side, 2 flash units on here, built them into closets. Now we have even illumination across the entire background. You're about 6 feet forward, and at that distance, we need 1 stop more here than we need light on your face. Once again, making it easy. Person's got a large area they can move out here. So we're going to use a little bit of fill light. We're going to use some fill off the ceiling because you have glasses. Now, I would not necessarily use that system all the time, but we'll start with you. We have this unit overhead. I'm going to bounce it off the ceiling, reducing glare. I can also use it for here. But if you didn't have glasses, I would use this box. This is a much better designed fill light because it's long, it's soft, it's going to illuminate an entire group of people. A fill light, by definition, is non-directional and non-specular, thus this light. Just by the nature of its design is perfect. We also use it as a strip vertical for fashion or for a shot of a child on the floor, but in this case, we're using it as the perfect fill light. If I could have you to be seated right over here. This set's not exactly right for you, but it lets me set an example. Hair light, background separation light from the softbox, and a key light. We'll simply use the one from over here. Now we have a simple 4 light setup. It's very easy. You notice we went from the octabox here, we went to the hard light, we went all the way around the room. And we can do that with a client very fast.
You make it look very easy. Can we see some more of the pictures that were taken in the studio?
That'd be great.